dinosaur. The return of the wizard is coming back for more. The return of the wizard, the face behind that door. And he'll walk on the land with wisdom in his hand. And you'll find your heart in league with the wizard.
Welcome to Bind on a Quip, episode 329 on the 9th of July, 2024.
Is your phone on silent?
No, it's not, but I'll do that in a sec.
Kyle will message you.
He won't, because it's not live. I'm Wem.
He knows when we record.
And with me as always is Tempest.
Hello.
Hey, Temp.
Hi.
How you doing?
Nice to see you.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great.
I'm not letting you do it. I'm not letting you do it.
What?
How's your week been?
It's been great.
Press
But
the
let's
button.
talk about it in real life. Didn't happen.
Oh, you didn't press the button?
No. There it is.
Answer the question of life. What are we doing here?
I try and do the old look away, you know,
Oh, right.
but I missed.
Sure. It had nothing to do with you not cutting me off?
I'm not editing it out because it's content.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it had everything to do with the fact that he wasn't cutting me off.
So how are you?
I'm well. How are you? Tell me about your week.
Way better than last week. I've
You
realised
sound better.
I've realised, looking over past episodes, that I wear this T-shirt a lot on Tuesdays.
Do you?
Yeah, I have other T-shirts, but this must
You
just
should
be
wear your Where's Wally one.
must be a Tuesday one.
I love your Where's Wally t-shirt.
Well, you wouldn't see it; it would just look like a black T-shirt.
What?
So
Maybe
anyway,
Wally's head would be at the
I'm
top.
still a little on the husky side, but I'm feeling good, and I'm not as coffee. You know, it's good. So today was a terrible, terrible weather day. It rained non-stop, and I was soaked for the whole day, and
Blech.
very, very grumpy.
Oh, I'll have to put them back on now.
Sure. So I went into another transport company this morning, which I hate to do because other transport companies suck.
Yeah, I know that this is true. You
They
tell me
don't
every
care
time
about
that you hate it.
They
You're
don't
just in
help
your
you.
way. They don't-
They want you to mess up so they can get angry at you.
Yeah, which is
It's
dumb
just
because
a passive
doing
aggressive
something-
nightmare.
either for their client or for them. So it's just dumb.
Yeah. So the dickhead at the office window where you go in, because there's a boom gate, in and out, same boom gate, was a real prick. I was in no mood. He made me fill out their visitor form, which is pointless. Then told me I'd have to move because one of their drivers was coming out, which he wasn't. He was dropping out his trailer next to the gate on the other side, so I wasn't in his way at all.
Right. So did you move first?
No.
Right.
Then he wanted to see my paperwork. I pointed out that we're paperless, but the number of the container was on my phone, which I showed him. Then he wanted me to hand him my phone, which I refused to do.
No.
I said, no, that's my phone, and you won't be taking it. I said, you can look at it while I hold it, which made him even more of a prick. Then I told him maybe it would be best if I just leave and he could contact my boss when he gets his shit together. As I don't care if the empty container sits in the middle of their yard.
How did he feel about that?
He let me in then. So I went in and got it.
Yep.
When I came back out, he was really grumpy with me, so he wouldn't open the boom gate. So I go to the window.
So you're sitting in his driveway and he won't open the boot gate?
Yeah. So I go to the window and say, do you need me to sign out, mate? He wouldn't look at me, just staring at his computer and goes, yes. So I picked up the login form and put it straight back down again without doing anything to it. Said, thanks, mate, and then walked back out to my truck. He opened the gate and I drove through as slow as I possibly could while eyeballing him, and he wouldn't look at me.
He sounds like a giant a-hole.
I hate him. What about your week?
I've had a very big week. It's been a big, huge tempy week.
Holidays?
I'm on holidays. So, firstly, Tuesday, which that everyone knows, I got my nails done. It's black and sparkly.
Lovely.
Wednesday was hair day.
It's looking great. So shiny and purple.
Shiny purple, new cut.
Me too.
So feeling fresh about that. But because I'm at the hairdressers for so long when I get my hair, like when I have the full works done, I thought I would kill two birds with one stone. So I took some learning statements to smash out. So I got about a quarter done, so that was pretty good.
Cool plan.
Then I had a sleepover with baby Theo. Hello, Baba.
Hey, Baba. Little man.
And then I had my first official full day of babysitting last Thursday.
How exciting.
It was good. And then luckily Uncle Angus was here to help out, so that was really nice. And
He
then
loves his Uncle Angus.
Princess and Plaguebringer came for dinner.
Yes.
So everyone got to see baby Theo, which was nice. That was really good. Friday I spent the day having a bit of a chill out day. A bit of TV in bed. My current binge is Vampire Diaries again, so I'm enjoying that. And then that night we played Pandemonium with Princess, so that was fun.
Yes, was good.
Then on the weekend we had footy on Saturday night.
Yeah.
Sad night in our house, didn't go well. Sunday we went with our boys and Molly to rearrange the kinder room, which was good. And then of course we take them out for lunch as a reward for helping out, because it's quite the chore. Like there were 5 of us. A couple of hours,
yeah.
Yeah.
We're pretty streamlined now.
Yeah, and then yesterday I looked after baby Theo for a couple of hours and then went to a specialist appointment, which has now resulted in me having to have some minor surgery on Thursday afternoon. So a big week.
Indeed. Well, that's excellent. Shall we move it into discussions?
Sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please?
So I thought we could have a nice chat about our choices for our mains in The War Within.
Which is good because I'd asked why in his feedback. He asked us why we were changing. So
Yes.
yeah, it's a good opportunity to explain that.
The class we're playing, you want to go first?
Sure. Druid.
Druid?
Well, unless druids are terrible in The War Within,
They're not going to be. They're going to be good.
I'll be playing a druid.
What's it between druid and what?
Priest. Druid and priest. And
I think both will be okay.
then Medi's going to do the opposite one. So Medi will be DPS and I'll be healing.
Now the thing is, because you are probably unable to pry the healing from Kai's cold dead hands in Mythics, I guess the question is, would you rather DPS on a Boomkin or on a Shadow Priest?
It doesn't really matter to me. I've played both for a long time, so I don't really mind. I am enjoying the druid in Panda. But, it's hard to tell with the...
It is hard to tell.
With that, but I've enjoyed healing on my druid before as an alt and my priest.
Druids are great to heal.
It just depends on whether they're going to be good enough healing in the next expansion.
Okay.
What are you playing?
I'm going to be playing a Demon Hunter.
My favourite as a healer is Demon Hunters that just zap around the room and they're never fucking in range.
Sure. Well, I don't think that's not really my style, so I don't think I'll be doing that. I've toyed with the idea of a monk, but I think I'm going to stick with the Demon Hunter. Unless
we don't
I
have
really...
a monk, do we?
No.
So
Unless I really
the
can't get it. So Nonki was tossing up between staying in Avoca and being a monk.
Right.
And he is going to mainly DPS, maybe a touch of healing now and then.
Backup heal. And
maybe he might heal in their mythics too, I'm not sure. But anyway,
I don't know, because
he's excellent at both.
Is Bloopy staying healer? No.
No.
He's going hunter.
He's going hunter.
That's right.
So I would say that, yes, he's going to probably heal. Which monk or... He's going to be excellent whatever he plays.
Yeah, that's right. It doesn't matter.
Face it.
Yeah.
But a monk would be an extra melee in our raid team, which probably isn't ideal. Because we'll have me.
In raid I'll be tanking. Or mythics, do you mean?
In raid.
But you're gonna be tank, so it doesn't matter whether you're monk or demon hunter.
But we'll have Act, we'll have Nom.
That's it. Oh, Torty.
I think that's it. But that's 3.
I know.
You don't really want 4.
No, I do not. But we're not talking about... You're not going to change.
No, but it's it's the ripple effect. If Nonky went monk, then I wouldn't go monk.
Obviously.
That's what I'm saying. So I probably do have the choice of both, but I'll probably stick with Demon Hunter.
Yeah.
The spec and roll.
Me first or you?
Yeah, you go.
So I will be healing in Raid and DPSing in Mythics.
Yes.
So I'll be healing alongside Kai and PD.
And I will be tanking in Raid because I'm going to give Nom a breather because he was kind of drafted into tanking this expansion.
The last 2 expansions, in fact.
Yes.
One of our tanks has left and he stepped into that role.
Yeah. So I'm going to let him go back to DPS, which he prefers. And
For raiding.
Yep. And I will tank in Raid and probably do both in Mythics, different Mythics. So, yeah. The reasons for these choices?
For me, it was just about making the raid group viable and balancing it out. So, and apart from, when did we say I did it? In Panda, I was my shaman.
Yep, you were a healer then.
Apart from Pandaland, I basically have been on
And
my
vanilla.
mage since Wrath.
Since Wrath.
So,
Did you play
I started off on
you s-
Tempest and swapped over.
what about in Burning Crusade?
Oh, that was Tempest. In Burning Crusade.
Okay, so you're a rogue all the way through. Okay. I am doing it, as I said, to give Nom a chop out in Raid. And I quite like the style of the Demon Hunter. So, and I always need to play something that I can tank and DPS on. So,
Just to give us a bit of...
yep, I'll give that a try. What are you looking forward to about if you go to a druid? What are your high points?
I think I'm looking forward to doing something just a little bit different, I guess. I don't really know yet. And I don't really know how I feel about it. It's been a long time since I did something different. Even though the mage was quite different this expansion, and I've played, for most of it, I've played Frost rather than Arcane, which I am sad about.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess I'm anxious about
probably
finding the groove with 3 new healers. Because, that's all about, knowing who's going to blow cooldowns when and
Yep.
learning how you play best together. So,
Well, Kai will be staying heals.
yes, but it's still a completely new raid team, around,
Yeah.
like a heal team around him.
Yep.
So, yeah.
It's probably a good time for you to jump away because apparently it looks like fire is going to be
Ugh,
by far the most dominant
hate
mage
fire.
spec. Oh, it's great.
No, I hate it.
Just got to get used to it. It's fantastic.
I've done lots of leveling with Frost, and I loved Arcane, but I've never got into fire.
It's really good at the moment.
What were the reasons for what are you looking forward to in this?
I really like the aesthetic.
As in,
I just love the way they look.
right?
I like the whole demon thing.
Right,
I like when they turn into big monster demons.
right.
I think they look really fun.
Cool.
The mobility's fun. Being able to, they're pretty strong tanks, although they are getting nerfed. But it's more a nerf for mythics, and it's more. They've got a lot of stunning ability, and so what they can do is they can do really big pulls and then stun everything
stun.
while everyone just DPSs it down. And so they've got 2 of each of all these different kind of stuns, and now they're only going to have 1 of each.
Right.
Is the basic. That's the very layman's what's changing.
Sounds like though that's just making it a bit fairer.
Yeah, it's not really a nerf. It's just bringing them back to fair.
I will miss playing my mage.
Yes.
Definitely, she'll definitely be my second turn to level because I love the versatility of having a mage and being able to port around from place to place and
You're really
send
going to
people
miss sending
to their
people to
death.
Ancient Dalaran.
Yeah, I will miss that. And I still, if any of the devs are listening, it is not okay that you've moved the Undercity portal out of the green goo. They should portal into the green goo.
Sure.
If you're clever, you can run out in time.
I will miss about the druid, the familiarity, because I've played it more than any other character. I'm very comfortable with the druid.
Like I actually feel like when I see Storm, because I don't change my outfits and stuff very often. So like I feel like, I am her.
Yeah.
So it's going to be weird having a different character on screen. Like all of those things are going to be different.
I feel like a boomkin too, and I don't. When I play a bear, I don't feel like it's my character. It's the same character.
Isn't that
Very
interesting?
different, yeah. So, but that's okay. It's good to mix things up, and
I wonder if anyone else will be changing for, in our raid group particularly. I wonder how they're feeling about it.
Yep.
I
Hit
wonder
us
if
up
they're-
in the comments.
Yeah,
Tell us
we'd
what
love to
you
hear
think.
how you're going and what you're thinking for next expansion, because it's screaming up to us.
It sure is.
Screaming. It's coming faster than I'm prepared for.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, shall we move it into the news?
Sure.
All right, I've got quite a bit of stuff here. I've plundered nearly all of this from Bellula's videos. It looks like the main story,
Do you
Renown
like how I kept my
Gating,
face
is
composed
back
there?
on the main quest line.
Do you?
I'm just going to push ahead. But it looks like it's easy going. It's not a lot of extra rep that you're going to need.
Right.
Apparently, just keeping a bit busy seems to be enough to keep it ticking over.
Sure.
So we'll have to see how that goes. The new login screen has been revealed. It's just, people are crapping on it for being boring. I just want to know, what do you want from your login screen and why? Just put your password in and move on.
It's a
for
weird
fuck's sake.
thing for people to be upset about, isn't
Yeah,
it?
I know we've had some really good ones. Probably the best one was Lich King,
Yeah.
the big dragon coming in and landing.
And Lich King off to the side.
But really, who cares? The quicker you can log in, the better, as far as I'm concerned.
Yes.
Shaman have had a rework. I'm not going to go into much detail. They've got a new buff called Sky Fury, which is on all specs. It's dungeon or raid wide, 2% mastery and 20% chance for auto attack to hit twice.
Nice. So is that a
bit of
buff for everyone or just for
Yes,
them?
for everyone.
Wow.
So that'll be nice. Be getting that from Barat.
I was just going to say, is PD playing his shaman?
Yes. Paladin's lost Retribution Aura.
What? How
I
can
know.
you be a pally without retribution?
Well, it was just a nice little bonus thing. Kai and I used to love it because we used to love it for two reasons. Because it was a pretty cool buff, but also it got triggered when someone died, so we'd have a little snicker and get a little bit of extra power from someone dying. So we kind of
Yes, I
liked that. Yeah. Whenever there was a fight where lots of people died, we'd whisper each other and say, "This is definitely a ret buff fight." There's a new short story, Trials, out featuring Thrall
Oh, nice.
and his kids, and that's for free online. I think it's on the Warcraft site.
Sure.
You can find it there. So I haven't read any of the short stories. I really must get into them because they're all free. They're all pretty good.
Sorry, I'm reading ahead.
What? Radiant Echoes, which is the pre-patch, starts on July the 30th.
Wait, that's this month?
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm
Like
not ready.
2.5 weeks away.
Oh, wait, is that the new thing? Is that the start? The pre-patch expansion of
It's
the
3
thing?
weeks away. Yeah. It's 11.0.
So I've got 21 days, even though it says 44
To
days.
do what?
To finish Pandaland.
No, well, not really.
Yes, I do.
And before we go on, Anixia is the big boss we couldn't remember last time.
Which is ridiculous.
We remembered Arthas and Rags.
I
But
can't believe we didn't remember
Anixia.
Anixia. I
So
also didn't know
that was
names.
when we were talking about the old kill a heap of little things, kill a heap of slightly bigger things, and then a big thing comes along. And it's going to be either Anixia, Arthas, or Rags.
Yeah.
Our remix tunes will be stuck in Pandaria, however, until August 19.
Is that the early release or is that
That's
before
neither.
that?
That's the week before.
But
a few
that's
days
like-
before.
It's like 4 days. I've got 4 days to
You're
get
going to
up
have
my
4 days
tune.
to gear up your tune.
Holy crap, holy.
Well, it doesn't matter because we're going to be leveling together, so you'll replace that gear pretty quick.
Goodness, that's
Yeah.
a lot of pressure.
Although
Because I'm going to be at like 200 and something, and you're going to be
Didn't-
at 500.
Conti was saying something about the gear replacement. Did he say it was too fast or too slow?
No, he said it was only the gear from that is 400, which is not very high.
I thought he was saying something about the beta
Yeah.
and not replacing your gear quick enough or
No.
too quick, but I can't
No,
remember which.
Not quick enough. He said it's 400, level 400, and we're currently at 515 or 513.
Sure.
Yeah.
So we'll be in that gear for a while.
Yeah, well, you will.
But I mean, they have to tune it so that you can bring a brand new tune in. So they can't just go,
No, that's not
Here's
true.
your brand new
They shouldn't
tune.
do that. You shouldn't outgear it straight away. But at 515, you're not going to outgear it for the expansion.
no, it'll be more than half your leveling.
That's ridiculous. That's going to make it feel...
Sometimes I just chuck that gear away so that I can enjoy getting new gear.
Well,
I
don't,
care.
because I'm going to be really badly geared.
Sure. On the UI front, heaps of changes. The spell book is now huge on the screen. It takes up like a massive part of your screen and has a search bar and looks really cool. It looks like a proper book on there now.
Nice.
Your world map icons have been updated with improved tracking
Nice.
of quests and stuff.
Yep.
And world events like Soup now have their own icon.
Nice.
Not Soup, but stuff
the
like
Soup
that.
event.
Yeah.
Super event.
So all the different
the
events
Dragon
have their
Scale
own
Keep.
icon. Yep.
Yep. Nice.
Also, there's new visuals for Fear, Sleep, Stun, Silence, Interrupt, and Slow
Nice.
that go above your head, and so it's easier to tell what's going on. Now, here's two things that I just got myself tonight.
Oh, not from
Intrepid
Balliol.
reporting. Yeah. There's a new build of War Within due to hit the PTR soon, and this build is flagged as a release candidate. So now they're good to go, and everything they do from here till launch is cherries on top
Yep.
and icing.
Icing on the
Maybe
cake.
a bit of ice cream as well. Also, there's a philosophical change in the cash you get from weekly activities in War Within. Instead of having to do the earn rep, do a couple of specific quests, there won't be specific quests required. Instead, you'll be able to complete your choice of 2 to 6 activities that will be available to maximise the veteran gear earned.
Oh, as in the current one?
No.
In our current expansion, or is the new in the
New expansion.
Okay.
So instead of, you go in the middle there and grab your weekly quest, and then you go and do...
Yes. And you need
it
3,000
won't be
worth.
like that.
Right,
You'll
right.
just do...
Two out of
like
6.
so the first 2 of these activities that you do, like similar to Soup, similar to...
Yeah, I get what they are.
Time rifts and stuff, whatever the new versions of those are.
Yes.
You'll do 2 of those and you'll get gear.
Right. Why is it saying to maximise the veteran gear earned? I'm very confused about
You'll
that.
do 2.
No.
So you'll do the first one and you'll get something, and then you'll do the second one. When you do the second one, you'll get equivalent gear to what you used to get when you did those this expansion's weekly quests.
Well, why would it be the same? Like veteran gear?
You choose whatever it is, but you choose.
Okay, so you've made up the word veteran? Is that what you're telling me?
Well, no, they're
confused by
saying
that.
it's going to be veteran, but it'll be all new level and stuff.
Right. Well, then how is it the equivalent of what... I don't understand what you're saying there. You've confused me with that part of it. I understand what you have to do.
Okay, forget the word veteran then. Forget the word gear.
Right.
To get the full equivalent of the reward you would have got by doing the weekly quest,
Yep.
you'll just do any 2 of these 6 activities.
Okay, that part I understand.
And then you'll do 2 more because you need 4 of those activities to maximise your earning of keys that we use in delves. Coffer keys, they're called.
You'll use them in delves.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And you'll get cool rewards. Because when you do delves, at the end there's remember the loot room
Yes,
on
I
the
do.
island?
Weird.
Similar to that. And you open
I don't like the
boxes or
randomness
whatever.
of that.
It might
but
not be
okay.
random. I don't know that it's random.
Okay.
I'm just saying there's
Yep, okay.
loot boxes there. Yep, we'll find out. So you'll do 2 more of those, and so that way you get to choose the activities you like. And if there's activities you hate,
You don't have to
they're
do
not
it.
in the rotation. You just choose your 2.
Yep.
Guys, if if you could find the time to like and subscribe on YouTube, that would really help us out.
Anywhere, not just YouTube. Like and subscribe everywhere.
It tweaks the algorithm ever so slightly.
For every like.
Just gives
for
it
every
just a
subscribe,
little,
every
just a
comment.
little like a safe cracker. Just gets the algorithm going.
And it
While
means
I'm
more
saying
people-
this shit, you could be clicking it.
More people get to see us.
Yeah,
That's good.
yeah,
Yeah.
it is good. So give us a provisional thumbs right now while I'm reading this out.
Like.
And I'll remind you later to remove it if you think we haven't given the high bar of quality and banter that you require from us.
Have we not already delivered?
Are you not entertained? I feel like we'll deliver.
I think so.
Just that news, like those last two items, I went out and found myself.
I know, it took you hours.
I mean,
Through
sure, the
snow,
rest,
uphill.
the rest
in
I
the
watched
rain.
a few videos and went, thanks, Belle, I'll take that. What about our socials, Tempe?
Yeah, so you can follow us on YouTube at Bind on a Quit Wow, which is exactly where you are right now. You can find us on Twitter at Bind on a Quit Wow, which, I'm there a little bit. I'm not there as very much anymore. YouTube's getting quiet. Twitter's getting quieter and quieter. And just the lunatics are there mainly now. On Instagram, you can find us at Bind on a Quip Wow, and our very first post went up on Threads this week, and I'd love to say congratulations to Em, but no, it was because I got hold of the account.
I really came through with the goods, guys.
So please like us on Instagram, and on Facebook it's just at Bind on a Quip, and we've got a couple of new followers on Facebook this week, and lots more traffic on the site, which was lovely. People still are not commenting, but they're visiting. I see you, Emmy Bates. One day they'll be brave. Direct feedback.
I love hearing from him.
I don't hear from her, but I see her like my things.
I stalk you, Em. I see all your nursey stuff you're doing.
Nursey and her catty things. She had
Catty
pictures
things.
of her cats this week.
And you had an exciting holiday recently. I know what's going on.
Yeah. We did get direct feedback from our very dear friend Kai,
Yes.
who said he thought we were back into our old groove, which was very high praise indeed.
That's
So
high
thank
praise.
you. That was very nice.
Thanks, Kai.
Have you got some on YouTube feedback? Babe?
Yes, and also we've hit a new high on YouTube of followers, and people are watching longer, so it's good.
That
It's
is
good.
very nice.
Thank you, everyone.
I know that Princess only watched, and not last, I don't think it was last week, so I think it was the week before's, today, or yesterday. No, today when she got home, because she sent me a video of Theo watching.
Nice.
It was his little expressions, and he's talking. It's like he's joined in. It's so cute.
So, if a 7-month-old can give us feedback,
Yeah,
can't you?
yeah, can't you?
Ask
you know
yourself.
them? So Old said, why the swap temp?
We've explained it.
Skip back to,
Yeah.
what are we doing? Yeah. That whole segment was just for you, Old. Thank you.
I'd like to say that's true. It's partly for you, Old.
What? Why?
We enjoy providing it for you, Old, but it wasn't just for you. Although, I must say, while I'm talking to you, Old, in Raid the other week, there was a just stay there and die.
Yep.
Just stay there and die, we'll res you. And it made me think of you.
Yes, we always think it. Also,
The Snow Dog Report. The Snow Dog Report!
which is still, where's my rare? Which is
Rare.
really uncommon.
Sure.
Right, well, it's not even uncommon, it's common. It's green. Says, it is a purple mullet. Pullet. Or pullet?
Is it?
I've really missed rating this expansion, making those 2-hour time slots in the middle of my working day to raid with you guys in Shadowlands was a great time. And we miss you too. I may have to look at setting up some regular private appointments in my work diary again post-August. We would love to have you back.
Absolutely.
I mean, I think the only class we're missing is Monk.
Monk. But you can bring whatever.
Says who? Yeah, just make the rules up.
Our full-timers cover the slots.
Well, yes.
Because he would have
and
to turn
Conti-
into a pumpkin once we both went into different time zones again, because it would be gets hard for him.
And Conti also said that he misses him as well.
Yes, absolutely.
And he then posted, to be clear, I don't necessarily think it was the rating I miss. How very dare you? What our scintillating, amazing rating. I miss more the people and the chat that would go on between pools. Yes.
That's where the quality is. All right, shall we see what we're doing in game?
I think we should.
Retail. Crazy Train's
Retail.
raid progress.
Progress even.
We only raided for 3 hours last week,
That's
which is
what
normal.
we've been rating.
Yeah. And the first night I tanked when Nom had connection trouble, our other tank.
Yeah, but we smashed
But we
normal.
got everything done in normal and heroic up to the last heroic boss where we ran out of time.
Yeah. So
that's pretty good.
Yeah, it was good rating. And a couple of them we actually haven't ever, I don't think we've ever done on heroics. So it was good fun. I'm sad we didn't finish the last boss, but it was all very chaotic and people were doing weird shit like getting blown off platforms and things that they don't normally do, but did. Yeah.
Just wanted to see if I could still fly.
Apparently, off one of the near to end bosses, one of the ones we did last night, cloth boots drop, apparently.
It's a myth.
We've never seen them, but there is a mythical pair of boots that all of the cloth wearers are trying to get in our raid. So, awesome. So, not only...
That's going to be a shit fight dice roll, I tell you.
Yeah. Not only have we never seen them, but then on top of that, and they only come around awakened once every 3 weeks, but then on top of that, there's three of us, all trying to get them.
Yeah.
So very annoying. We will miss the first night of raid this week due to Em being on look after temp after surgery duty and me being on recover from an anaesthetic duty of laying on the couch and being tired and sleepy. Yeah.
Yep. All right, mains gear, I'm at 515 and I've now hit the point
Sad.
where unless we start doing... Well, I guess I can upgrade some tokens, but unless we can get up to level...
Can you upgrade tokens to the next ones yet? Is your gear high
I don't
enough?
know what I'm meant to get to, but I'm
You'd have to
surely
go and chat to the person.
Surely if you get to the top of the previous token...
It should be 515, yes.
Yeah.
No, but it's got to be all across your your gear.
It is now.
Oh, there you go. That'll be fine.
Everything's 515 or better.
Oh, well, there you go. You should be able to upgrade then.
Yeah.
Mine is at 513, and I'm being held back by my 502 boots because I don't want to spend worm crests on champion boots. Anyway, maybe I could finish upgrading them. I don't know, or maybe I'll have to finish upgrading everything else that I can to as high as I can, and then
It's a couple of weeks.
that's not the point.
Because I'm assuming we'll suspend rating once 11.0 comes out, so
We will.
it's 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I won't have enough time
No.
in that time to get 45 extra
No.
worm crests to make a pair of Uber boots.
So we're really just doing it for fun now.
Mythics.
Mythics, we did Neltharis, Nakud and Alderman. And it felt pretty good.
Yeah,
They were only low keys, but...
No, they were, well, because we haven't been doing it for very long. This
No, we
season's
missed
not
a
very
week.
long.
We missed a week. So
Yes.
we went back to 2s.
Yes, we
So
did.
we did
But
2 2s and a 3.
we found 3s tricky, and
And we smashed through a 3.
we would do 4s just for the gear, but we smashed out several 3s this week. So
I think the Alderman was a 3.
I thought it was 3. I thought we did 2 3s and 2.
Yeah, maybe Neltharis was also a 3. We did
No.
Nakud first, didn't we?
I don't know. We did a 2 and then 2 3s.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
That was
it
good.
was good. It felt good.
Remix.
Yeah, plenty going on there.
All right, the turn report. On the Horde side, I've got a 70 Demon Hunter, a 55 Mage and a 27 Rogue. On the Alliance side, I've got level 70 Warlock, Priest, Warrior, Monk, Death Knight and Shaman, a 30 Hunter and a 28 Evoker.
Nice. What kind of gear is your tune that you're going to raid on got? What have you been doing on that to gear her up?
Nothing really. It's probably
What's
about
your plan?
just under 500.
Oh, so just on the 500's all right.
She's got okay gear,
Oh,
just
I
not
just suddenly thought,
the best in the world.
okay, no, under 500 is going to be better than my druid.
Sure.
I have suddenly had a toon explosion this week. Of course, I've waited until there's 40 odd days to go. I said that before Wemba announced that there's only 21 days left until we get into the new thing, which we're focusing on.
Yeah.
No pressure. I have, and I'm doing it in level order. I haven't split them. So Alliance Rogue 70, a Horde Druid 70, and I'm trying to get the achievement so I can get the rings and trinkets, and I've given up on the neck because that requires a full normal raid. No, thank you. A Horde Hunter 57, that's the one we play with Princess, an Alliance Warrior who's 30, and an Alliance Invoker who's 32. And this is my theory toon. I hear you going, what? Wen will explain that shortly. We've been doing scenarios, dungeons, and LFRs every day on our toons. Not on every toon, just on whichever toon we decide to play that day.
Yep.
And we did an LFG that as we zoned in, the second boss was being killed, and before we got to the first boss to loot, the instance was over. But of course, then we had to clean up all of the ads along the way because they didn't bother killing anything. They just ran to the boss, killed it, ran to the boss, killed it. Because they've got such a lot of speed, they go so fast, they don't have to worry about the mobs. But then they all come back. So as we're running, we're having to kill them. So it was an interesting way to do an instance. It's still quick, but not that kind to all those who haven't got those speedy boosts.
Yes, absolutely. Scenarios?
Yeah.
We've been doing lots more. We've been doing like the daily and queuing for random ones as well. We used to do them with Kai most of the time.
Kai and PD sometimes.
Back in the Pandaria days.
Kai was usually there every night.
Yeah.
PD would be there sometimes on the weekend if we were doing extras. Yeah.
And I've been remembering what experts we were, as everyone we get paired up with now is clueless and inefficient compared to us.
Oh my God, the blood in the snow one that we did with that idiot last
Oh boy,
week.
they just pulled everything.
Just stupid. In the end, we just went, oh look, we're just going to go and do it, and he can just piss off and keep dying and do whatever.
It was terrible.
It was terrible.
Yeah.
We've been doing a lot of the one. I don't know what any of them are called except the blood in the snow one. We've been doing the one where you start off and you've got to protect the kegs. And then you go down the mountain and then you go up to the thing and then you've got to kill the big lizard boss. We've been doing that quite a bit.
Absolutely.
Is it with Blanchy? Is Blanchy who we ride with?
It could be.
Yeah. Anyway, that's fun.
Now, what you mentioned before, our project.
Yes.
We've started a new project with new tunes where we're leveling evokers together. Mm-hmm. I'm doing it the save up your XP tokens way, and Temp is going traditional so that we can see just what the difference is in leveling speed and stuff like that. Because
I have a theory that they've nerfed it and now you get the same XP as if you if you use them at the time. And so therefore when I hit 70 first, because Wem will still be lower, then Wem will open his tokens and either hit 70 or not quite, which is what's been happening. But he will have really crap gear, whereas I will not.
I think what it is, I've noticed that
this is my theory.
There's different strength tokens depending what you're doing. The dungeons give you like heroic ones, and the scenario, the LFR gives you
LFG.
non-heroic ones. LFG,
or raid.
Sorry, no, the raid ones.
Okay.
Because you get them in raid as well.
Yeah.
And
you do get different.
I think if you
ones.
do too many raids, this is my theory. If you do too many raids, you get the weaker ones, and it doesn't boost you as high.
Right.
But
I don't know which ones come from which, because by the time we open our bags...
Yep. So either way, if you get to 70, I'll crack them open, and we'll see how far I get in comparison.
Yep.
Otherwise, I was going to do an arbitrary number, but just before we were getting ready to record, I've found a spreadsheet where you just put in the level you are, how many tokens you've got, and what your cloak XP bonus is at. Mm-hmm. And it tells you, don't open them yet. Because I don't want to go too long. So the first time,
that would be a waste of time.
First time I was like 42 and I only got to 60.
Even though the dude said open them at 40.
Yes. The second time I opened them at 50 and I got to 67. So I was going to say
That's
60.
a huge difference, though, isn't it? 10 levels.
Yeah.
To me, I think it's been fixed.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
Yeah.
But it could be the different kinds of tokens because we do a lot of raid, looking for raid.
We don't. We do a lot of mostly dungeons.
Yeah, mostly dungeons. Anyway, so now I've got that spreadsheet. That'll be fun to see how accurate that is. Do we have Elite Player of the Week?
I don't have Elite Player of the Week, but I did want to send out a shout out. Can I do that now? I wanted to send a shout out to Alicia, who had to take her scaredy cat to the vet today. It was a traumatic experience all the way around. It's hard being the mum of a cat who's terrified, and there's nothing you can do to make them understand.
I don't know if Alicia's watching us yet.
What?
I'm not sure.
Well, we'll
I
find out.
have pointed out to her. I mean, I feel a bit unfair outing her at the end of the video, just in case she watches like 20 minutes and goes, I'm out. But yeah, I'm not sure. Not sure, Alicia. Let us know if you got this far.
Well, I might give her the heads up so she starts.
Wow. But you know what?
What?
We've come to the end
Yeah.
of another episode of Bond on Equip.
Is it snack sized? Mid sized?
We're sitting at a comfortable 42 minutes, which we must have crapped on a bit because I didn't think we had the content for that
You say
kind
that
of
every
length.
time. Every time you get to the end of that's been
I
this
thought
long.
this was going to be a 30 at the most.
Right. Well,
So
I'm just saying you
know.
crapped on and there was a bit of confusion about the veteran thing, but whatever.
could have been. Yeah. Not 10 minutes worth. So we're at the end of another episode of Bond and Equip.
What?
Now is the time to unlike if you've changed your mind, but please.
Don't. Look, we've given you
Otherwise-
42 minutes of amazing content.
Otherwise, leave it there or smash it now. That's all we ask. But thanks for hanging out with us. And until next time, I'm Wembley.
I'm Tempest. See ya.
Half out, bye.